boop, 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 bring it down. Yes, guys, welcome back to 4D Pain, where we put that pain to work. We've just pulled up right now, new location, new park, new bars. We just pulled up, we're gonna check out this new park, and just so that you get to know where it is, so you can come and use it whenever you need to. And you know, we always get a setting, yeah? So if we spin around, boom, that's where we're heading, right there. Let's go, boom, and we're here, okay? So we are in, to be precise, we're in Nazeing. So the area that we're actually in is Bumbles, so Bumbles Green. There used to be a football team here a little while ago. Some guys that I spoke to earlier on, they let me know what was going on. And yes, I was changing inside the park. It had to be done, you know what I'm saying? So we are here. Okay, let's look what we've got in this park, what this park has to offer. The reason why I like this park is just that it's nice, it's open. Again, like I said, we've got that whole green space, so we can do our runs, we can do our football. There's a kids park there for the kids, right? And you know, so like if you do come to train, you can have your kids playing around there while you do your workouts here. Okay, so what have we got? We've got first our set of dip bars, right? Now these dip bars, they're nicely spaced out. Sometimes these dip bars tend to be either overly spaced, so then it's a bit more difficult for new guys who are coming to train, and for intermediates as well, because you have to spread out more. But this one, the width is very good. It's about, I would say 500 mil apart. So we can get our leg raises, knee raises, and so forth, dips, and strong enough we can do our handstands on there. Okay, so from there we then have these bars. These are, you don't see them very often, right? But they've got this nice pattern which just goes in and out, in and out. Now they're good for you to be able to test your muscle ups in, and this is what I mean. You can have your muscle ups wide grip, or you can do it close. And you can do the same for your pull-ups. So this will be your pull-ups. And then you come here, single grip. Okay, now even with that, you can go through different patterns with that. So you do one wide, one close, then another wide, and then back in. You do a few sets of those, 5 sets of those, going back and forth, just to help you build your pull-ups. For your muscle ups, it'll be the same thing. So you do sets of those, going back and forth, going down and back, just to improve yourself, yeah? Next, we've got our higher bars. So the standard bars, we've got this one here. We've got another one here for shorter guys. And then we've got another one right here for even shorter people, or if you just want to do front lever, back lever, practice something at a lower level. So again, and then from there, you can do bar jumps, moving from one place to another. So pretty much something like this. Okay, so from the standard bars, we'll then move on towards the ladder. So the ladder is really good for if you want to do your incline or decline push-ups. So we can come from this low angle. Okay, and then you keep raising up the levels. Same, you can do it in the reverse. So then your push-ups are like that. You go higher, you can go higher. This would be great to help you when you start getting into your handstand push-ups as well. So you keep raising that bar higher and higher. You can also get your leg raises in here. So you've been like that, and really get your core and abs working, okay? So that's the ladder, and you can actually make a whole circuit of this. So you start off from these pull-ups here, pull up these bars here, then you move to that section there, then you move to the ladder, then from the ladder We then move towards the monkey bars. Now for the monkey bars, you know what they're good for, right? They're good for those swings. They're good to build up the upper body strength, and your arms is very good for you to be able to handle your body weight even on one arm. So with this stuff with calisthenics, we'll make this stuff up as we go along. So when it comes to the monkey bars, a good routine to get in would just simply be, for beginners, you just do one pull-up and then you swing all the way to the other side. Yes. And then you do another pull-up and then you swing back and then do another pull-up. So you start conditioning yourself, strengthening yourself more, and getting more from your arms by keeping that workout in. So you do about maybe 3-4 sets of those, and that'll be good for your upper body. You can then mix up the push-ups using the ladder. You can do the incline or decline and so forth, right? For the more intermediate to advanced levels, instead of you doing pull-ups, you do the muscle up return. This is what I call it. I call it the muscle up return. So it will be a muscle up, swing all the way there to that side, do a muscle up, come back and do another muscle up. Now again, we can do these in sets. So it'll look something like this. You don't know. Okay, so I call that the muscle up return, and you do several sets of those, or you have a competition and see with your friend who can do more, right? Who can go back and forth as much times as they can. Okay, so from the monkey bars, we bring it down to these two lower bars. This is just another extra feature of this park, what it has to offer. These are good for front levers, right? Damn. You want to practice your single bar handstands, or you're just beginning off with, as a beginner with the pull-ups. So you can just get these rows in with your feet on the ground, and then you just try strengthening up your upper body just by doing those reps. And again, you can mix it up, do a few of those, do some push-ups. You can also come here to do your single bar dips, getting you ready for the muscle up when it comes to that. So moving on, what we've got here again is another lower set of bars. So it is good for you to be able to help you to practice more of any skill base which is on the lower tier level, right? I always say use these sort of bars, right, to start practicing your muscle ups. Now you're not going to actually do a muscle up, but all you're just going to do is get to understand that technique of your wrist doing this. So you come towards the bar, and what you simply do is grab the bar like that, and then you jump up. You see? So, but what is happening at that same time is your body's starting to understand the transition from your wrist being in this position, going into that position. So that's why I'll say to keep the lower bar also, that's why it's useful, okay? It's also useful for people like me who like to swing everywhere, right? So, so you can get your swings in as well on that lower bar, okay? You've got another higher bar, so there's quite a few tall bars that we've got for you to be able to train. Another good thing about this park, which you don't very see often, I think I've seen it once, and that was in the basin nearby the Thames. I've forgotten what the place is called, but that's the only place I've seen the rings at. So you've got here, we've got the rings, right? Which is also good for you to be able to do your muscle ups in, which I'm not gonna do right now. Your pullovers, back levers, and so forth, right? Moving forward, we've got these lower plates here, right? Now these can be used just for your stand-ups, your step-ups, or we can do some jumps on top of them, okay? Or we can go further and start doing push-ups, right? Center part, standard part. And then what you keep doing, you move from one part to another. So you're training different parts of the body. So this will be the second level, okay? Center part. And this will be our third one. If you can see from there, yep, this will be our third one. You can also, again, like I said, jump ups or step ups. If we're going further, you can do your ab work. Get some core work in by using that bench, okay? And not to forget, this park also has your outdoor gym facilities, right? So your ski stepper, your air walker, there's some push equipment here. So you're just using your body weight to really build your strength up, right? This is what we want to do. We always want it to be body weight. We don't use no additional weight until we get so comfortable with our body weight, yes? So again, we have these, yes? So this could be your first warm-up before you actually touch the bars. We've got a station for the legs, so you can work out the legs, get your quads and your calves in shape. You've got 2 seats there as well, so if your girl's there, she wants to work those glutes, you know them ones? She wants that round stuff, you don't know. Yeah, she can get it on there. And just moving on, finally, we've got this single bar here, which is just good for your balancing work. So we've got our balancing work here. You can use them for push-ups, single bars, diamond push-ups, and then you got your wide, so you can just change it up. And you know me, guys like me, we always take it further and get in. We're getting those flips, you know. So, and just on that side, you got the cycling. There you have it. We've got this calisthenics park in Nazeing, Bumbles Green, right? So if you're ever in the area and you want to stop by to do an exercise, it's a brilliant space for it. You got a good park in there. It is the council has an office here. So if you got any queries about the area as well you want to know, there is an office here where you can speak to them. They're open on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, yeah? So this is what this calisthenics park has to offer. Make sure you come, you visit. If you bring your kid, you've got a smaller area there where they can train. You've got the grass, you can use this whole field, this entire field, and there's the office that I'm telling you about. That's where we were before. So you can use this whole field, do your runs, and then come and get your exercise, your calisthenics exercise in. So guys, now the easy part is over. It's time now to get a quick workout in. And I'll say this time, we'll just do a quick beginner workout, just to get things going, you know? Let's get it. Boom. You got some leg exercise workouts here as well. So there's 2 seats. So if your girl is with you, she wants to work that ass area. Moving on, we have our lower bar here, which is just another addition to what this park has to offer. A good routine which will be, just for you to get it, for you. Okay.